I want to invite back up our Toastmaster Debbie Merchant to go over how to do a proper evaluation. Okay, and Jimmy, can you hand out those things, please?
No, you give it to me.
Upside down, don't look at it.
Keep those turned down until I say. As most of you know, I have been gone for most of the summer. I have learned to do yoga. I am a yogi now. I have my own little mat, a thick one, because I'm very heavy and my knees are sore, so I had to get a real thick one. But that's what I've been doing with my daughter, and we're both getting healthier. And she knows I'm not doing it on Monday nights anymore. School has started, so her girls are in school, so she can't anyway. So I am back. I was pleased to find out that Andrew had handed these things out to you guys about effective evaluations.
That's yet to be. He's fixing to, right?
Oh, it's fixing to.
Yeah.
Good, and for fixing to means he's about to do it. When you guys get this, you will have everything you need to know about evaluation. I don't have, this is mine. Oh, well, by George, he's going to. However, I was wondering, who in here has heard of the sandwich method of evaluation? Well, all I have to do is ask one question. Y'all want fries with that? Yes. Turn over your piece of paper, and you will see this big hamburger that I found online. This is the sandwich method. This is the sandwich method. And if you read over this sheet of paper that Andrew just handed out, you will see that in a perfect world, people are supposed to sign up, and he's going to teach us how. And then the evaluators for the week need to know prior to Monday who he or she will be evaluating. And you get in touch with that speaker prior to Monday. Now, I understand things happen. And if you are an evaluator on the spot, then try to get with the person that you're evaluating a little bit before the meeting. Find out what speech they're doing. Find out what he or she needs from you as an evaluator. What are they particularly working on? Because as everyone who's spoken has said, we are here to become effective communicators and to become effective leaders. Most of the evaluating that I'm talking about this evening is the vocal evaluations that are given. However, people doing their CLs, there are written evaluations. So even as you're writing those evaluations, if there's something that that person can improve on, tell them in writing in the sandwich method. Now, what does the sandwich method mean? It means, I really liked, and then you tell the speaker what you really liked about how they presented their speech. You are not evaluating the content of the speech. You are evaluating how they projected their message, and if they got it across, and if they met the objectives in the manual. And most of the time, this club remembers to allow the evaluator to stand up and say, Toastmaster Mac is going to be speaking, and his objectives are da-da-da-da-da. So that the rest of the Toastmasters also know what to be listening for, in addition to the content that they're going to hear, and obviously they're most likely going to learn something. But also, even if you are not the selected evaluator for the evening, you can jot something down, because on those sheets of paper that Mac just handed out, there are sections on there, first speaker, second speaker, third speaker, where you can jot a comment. Your speech meant a lot to me because I really liked it when you did whatever. In the first part of the sandwich, you can say some things you like that are generic, but you can also say some things that are specific. in the meat part, and if you're a vegetarian, just pretend that's a black bean burger.
Okay.
This is where you can tell them what you would like to see differently. I really liked your opening. However, I would have loved it if you'd have just jumped out here in front of the table and just screamed a question. Or I really liked your vocal variety. But when you were asking that one question, if you had just lowered your voice, the audience would really have leaned in. What is he or she going to say? That's what you do in the meat part. It was great, but it would have been better if, or I would have liked it to see this. My big thing when I'm evaluating people, I like a piece of paper I can take notes on. Because I'm telling you what's the truth. When I go to church and I get a bulletin, if it's just full of all the church activities and there is no white space, I am so sad. Because I have to write down what the minister's saying in order for it to stay up here. I'm attention deficit. I need to do something with my hands. And I best be writing down what the minister's saying instead of tic-tac-toeing. So that's my big thing. When I'm giving an evaluation, I like it if you've got a piece of paper to help me out here. But that's what you put in the meat part. And then in the rest of the bread, but I really liked it when. I liked your smile. I liked the passion that I heard in your voice and saw with your whole spirit as you were speaking to us. That is the sandwich approach. And I promise you, if you evaluate in this club or any club with the sandwich approach, this is what I liked, this is what you could have done better, this is what I really liked, you will help that person to grow as a communicator. And if you're writing it in the CL book, you will help that person grow as a leader. Thank you.
Good stuff, right? Well, we needed that as a club.
Yeah.
Too many times we got in a little rut, we stand up reciting the content and so forth. So we've heard the speech, we didn't need to do that. So thank you so much, Debbie. I knew you would knock that out of the park, as you always do.